Topping the news this evening, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, has a grim forecast for the global economy in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. The country's Minister of Finance is weighing in on the assessment and shares what the government is doing to revive the economy once the virus is contained. Here's Cleopatra Murphy.
Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, the Honourable Peter Turnquist, agrees with an assessment by the International Monetary Fund that the global lockdown due to the COVID-19 pandemic will spark the worst recession since the Great Depression. He says the economic recession in 2008 does not even compare, as during that time there was still activity in some parts of the globe.
This one is affecting everybody and is devastating because it's not only shutting down international trade, but also domestic trade. And so there is really no relief for that internal pressure. And so we're seeing significant effects on business. We're seeing significant effects on individuals and families as we all watch the deteriorating balance sheets and the deteriorating resources, financial resources of individuals' families as they are laid off.
The IMF has predicted that global growth will fall to negative 3%, concluding that the novel coronavirus has led to a crisis like no other. Turnquist says the crisis is historic for the global community, and every country is trying to figure it out and provide for its citizens as best as they can. He says the most obvious sign of disruption has been to global travel.
It is also affecting trade, global trade, which is having knock-on effects in terms of interrupting the supply chains and processing plants throughout the world for goods and services and food that people need.
The IMF has determined that cumulative output lost during 2020 and 2021 as a result of the novel coronavirus could amount to as much as $9 trillion. The Deputy Prime Minister says the virus has disrupted all the gains the world has made when it comes to economic progress. For the Bahamas, the number one sector has taken a major hit.
The tourism has been completely shut down, robbing us of that revenue that we earn from that very important sector. And we also have this shutdown and curfew in the domestic economy that is further exacerbating the economic hardship on ordinary Bahamians as well as business owners.
He says the far-reaching effects of COVID-19 have put many in a position they never imagined they would be in. Here at home, he says government is trying to plan for the recovery in the aftermath of the COVID-19 crisis, as they also try to provide for Bahamians who are now in need.
We're in discussions now with all of our stakeholders to see where they are, what the challenges may be for them as we look towards reopening the economy, what stimulus they may need in order to get them up and going as quickly as possible. We're looking at the kinds of projects that the government can initiate that will help to absorb some of the labor capacity that is out there.
The Minister of Finance says officials are also encouraging Bahamians to reimagine the economy and how they will operate in a new environment as remote work may become a part of the new normal. Cleopatra Murphy, ZNS Network News.